Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. In this video we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Thor Love and Thunder wave, more specifically GORR the God Butcher, played by Christian Bale. Now, there's lots that I want to say about this character and this figure, so let's jump straight into it. In the box you get a Build-A-Figure piece of Korg, you get the right leg, so that's cool. Pinless, which is quite sweet. So I'll get back to Korg in another video. But you also get the all black, the Necrosword. Now this is really interesting. I mean, the detail on this sword is really cool. Let's just say that much as far as the figure goes. But this is a really big giveaway to stuff that's going to go on in the film. So it was forged by Null. And I'm going to come back at the end of the video about the sword. Having a look at the figure, the cape does come off. It comes over the head quite easily. Now, there's been a lot of complaints about this figure online because this is the first real look that we've got at GORR, and people were massively disappointed, saying it looked like Voldemort and stuff. The detail is really nice. There's a lot of scarring and kind of details all down the arms. His fingers are black at the tip, which is really cool as well. The likeness to Christian Bale is definitely there. It's a really good photoreal technology head. I think it's cool. I'm going to go on record and say that I don't think this is his final form. Oh, his pants underneath are a bit lame. But they are pinless, so it's a pinless figure, so that's cool. And he's got like a waist swivel. Now, as I said, I'm going to go on record and I'm going to say I don't think this is the final form that we're going to see him in. Based on the way that the figures work, they get concept art, they get early concept art, and I don't think they've been sent his final Thor form. I think this is how we're going to see him earlier on in the film. But I think, and obviously to utilise Christian Bale's likeness, but I do think we're going to see some kind of transformation. I think this is almost like his beginning, his kind of origin, if you like, in the film. Now, going back to the Necrosword, what is interesting having this included with the figure is it does open up quite a lot of possibilities. As I said, it was forged by Null. Now, Null is tied in a lot with Venom and the symbiotes and stuff, but do go and read some comics about him. And Marvel Legends have just released a pre-order for a figure for him, a comic book accurate figure for him. But in the comic books, Thor's used this sword to fight Galactus. That just shows how powerful this sword is. And it's got quite a few kind of additional things that come with it. So whoever wields the sword can actually create wings and allows them to fly. I'm trying not to spoil too much about the comic books, but it does allow the user to create wings. It also creates like tendrils, like kind of arms, if you like, and they're really sharp and they can kill gods, and that's why he's called GORR the God Butcher. But that does include Asgardians, which is a really interesting twist. So the fact that GORR has got this sword in a Thor film is quite interesting. Now, speaking of Thor, let's bring in a couple of the other figures from the wave. This is Thor in his armoured look, and also let's bring in the Jane Foster's Mighty Thor with her huge Mjolnir. And you can see that he scales up quite nicely. He's a little bit taller than Jane Foster, but a little bit shorter than Thor, who's just fainted because it's GORR. Now, he's got a very different look in the comic books. He really is a bit of a creature in the comic books, whereas he looks a lot more humanoid here in this form. A lot of his powers are related to symbiote, so the symbiote strength and speed and all that kind of stuff. He can shapeshift, he can camouflage, he can heal, so very similar to the symbiote. So this could be quite a nice tie-in with what they're potentially going to do with Venom in the future, because in Spider-Man No Way Home we saw that there was a bit of the symbiote left behind. But I think GORR's inclusion in the MCU is a really exciting one. And as I said, I don't think this is going to be his final form. But I do think that he's going to go on to be one of the more popular villains in recent years. So what I would say to other collectors is pick this guy up while he's still readily available. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm going to go on record, but I'm pretty sure once the film's out and people see what this guy's all about, this figure is going to get snapped up, and it's going to be one of those ones that people are chasing a year down the line, 2 years down the line, that they really want to GORR in their collection. But I also think that we could potentially see another version of him if he does have a change in the film. As I said, one of his powers is shapeshifting, so I think we are going to see a different version of him, and I'm sure Marvel Legends will give us him. I think it'll probably be like a deluxe figure or something. But yeah, go and get this one while you can, because I don't think he's going to hang around for long after the film's out. Really cool figure. I'm really pleased with him. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, and all of those things, and I will catch you soon.